I'm going to show you how to do a Swiss ball reverse plank. So what you do is you sit on the Swiss ball and you want to start conservative. You start with about your mid back at the middle point of the ball. Now I'm grabbing my abs just so I can feel them contract, make sure that they're working hard, and I'm slowly going to walk myself backwards. The further you walk yourself backwards, the more you'll start to feel your abs having to work to hold yourself in that straight plank position. So you see how my knees, my hips, and my shoulders are all pretty much in a straight line? That's how you know you're doing it right. So we like to do these in intervals of time. So for example, 10 seconds of work to 5 seconds of rest, and do that for anywhere between 5 to 10, even 15 sets of that. So this is why you'll see me walking backwards and walking forwards. I'm giving myself a little 5 to 10 second break right here as I walk forwards. And you'll see there that I'm showing you I don't want to do a full crunch, flexing my spine a lot. What I want is a neutral spine or even a slight posterior pelvic tilt where I'm really focusing on contracting my lower abdomen. Now, if you start to feel your neck when you're doing this, it means that your abs are not working hard enough and your neck is taking over. It also may mean that your abs are just too weak right now. So I would pick a different exercise if you're starting to feel strain in your neck. Now you can support your neck with your hands, and that sometimes works for people, but I want you to really focus. We want your abs to be pushing down into the middle of the ball, and the abs should be the main point of contact that all the force is pushing down into. Doing that cue can sometimes really help get the abs going and relieve tension off your neck. Now this is just to show you what happens if you go too far back. You're going to lose balance. So if that's the case, what I like to do is anchor your feet underneath something. So we have these roller pads that attach to our power rack, although you don't need to do that. At home, if you're working out, you can actually just put your feet underneath some sort of chair or underneath a couch, and it should do you just fine. Now this allows you to go even further back. So it may not look like it here, but it does feel harder than what I was just doing without my feet anchored. I'm able to actually move my body further back onto the ball. And again, I'm focusing hard on squeezing the plank, and I'm pulling myself in for these 5 to 10 second rest periods. You'll see that I adjust my position a little bit here. I fix the pad a little bit, it needs to be a bit lower. And now I get right back into it. Again, this is just a way to make it a little bit harder. You don't have to do this, but if you have access to a pad or something to anchor your feet off of, you can take this exercise to the next level. And now you can see that I'm hyperextending a little bit, and that's just to show you that I can feel it a little bit more going into a little bit of hyperextension. Although if you have lower back pain or have had a history of low back pain, going further into hyperextension can actually hurt your back. So I wouldn't recommend doing that.